Today I want to share with you some of the perfumes I have been obsessed with and that I feel like are super special right now in my collection. So the first one is Spice d'Arnaud by Electimuss. This is my first Electimuss perfume. I haven't smelled too much of them, but since I've known this one now really well, I'm so excited to try out all of their other perfumes. So this one has main accords of aromatic, citrus, and vanilla with notes of cardamom, elemi resin, bran, iris, vanilla, myrrh. We have some leather in here, we have some oud in here. Let's see what people say it smells like. So people say it smells a lot like Alexandria 2 by Serjoff, which I don't really feel like it smells like that. Or oud wood as well. Not really. Then there is Saphir Oud Vanille by Alexandra J. I feel like I haven't smelled that perfume in years. So anyway, to me, Spice d'Arnaud is a perfume that starts very unique and melts into something that is very familiar in a very pleasant way. So to me, it is a super resinous, warm, ambery perfume. I will say, for me, I get mostly elemi, the bran, the iris, the myrrh, and the cashmeran. And then comes a super creamy vanilla that makes this perfume sweet, but it's not a super sweet vanilla perfume. It's just that these ambery tones are a lot, and the vanilla just smooths it out. Then of course you have something aromatic and spicy from the cardamom and the thyme, as well as the pepper that just makes it a little bit more edgy. But this is a super refined, smooth perfume. It is unisex to a T, and to me, I have been wearing it, but especially on my husband. I love this perfume. The perfume bottle itself is stunning. It's super heavy. I feel like this is one of the most heavy perfume bottles I've ever held in my hand. Maybe it is the heaviest bottle I've ever held in my hand. It's super substantial, it looks really nice, and it smells really luxurious. It definitely is worth the price. Then we have Apom. And I have to tell you, I am so sad that I did not bring this here. I thought about it because I have this small bottle, but even the small bottle is quite heavy as well. So this is by MFK, and those perfume bottles are quite heavy as well, which is a nice thing. But if you travel like I do, then you are thinking about every gram that you bring. So I did not bring Apom, and I'm super sad about it because I have been literally obsessed with this perfume. So the main accords are white floral, sweet, and musky. And it has just a couple of notes. It has orange blossom, musk, amber, ylang ylang, lavender, and vanilla. So it is quite a simple perfume, and I love that about Francis, that he has those specific notes and then he plays around with them, and then it's like gentle fluidity gold and silver, or he once had a female and a male version, and I feel like they were also the same notes but just in different percentages when it comes to the perfume notes. Anyway, Apom is a super beautiful, quite complex but then simple perfume at the same time. It's very hard to describe. To me, it is also an amber scent that is the lightest amber you can think of. Amber to me is a lot of times very heavy and very thick. Think of Grand Soir, which is also by MFK. This is a super thick and heavy resinous amber scent. This one is the opposite of that because of the orange blossom, which makes it super light and fluffy and almost marshmallowy. Then you have the lavender, making it a little bit edgy and more unisex. And the musk is so beautiful and light and airy. The vanilla makes it super creamy and super smooth. You have the ylang ylang, which gives it a more ladylike aspect to it. So I would say, although they say it's for women and men and everyone in between, I would say this is more a women's offering. It is a little bit powdery, it is creamy, it's sweet, it's floral. So I don't get a lot of those touches where I would say this is something my husband would wear, or I could see my husband wearing it, or any man wearing it. I don't even know how it would pull on him, you know, because it is quite floral and powdery and more elegant. I would even say it's more like a lady scent, more classic, so not very young smelling at all, but at the same time it's not like a Chanel classic perfume that I would not wear. I do wear it. It's like the modern version of a Chanel perfume to me, which is why I love it, because I always want to wear Chanel, but I can never seem to find a perfume within that house that I really truly can appreciate on myself. Speaking of vanilla scents, we have Vanillary by Lush, which is such a happy surprise when I got it in the mail, because I think they have a hair conditioner which smells like that. And years ago, I only used this conditioner because I thought it smelled heavenly, and it was not the right conditioner for my hair. So to me, the conditioner is not like heavy enough, but I loved the perfume in that hair conditioner, and now they have a perfume version. So the main accords are vanilla, white floral, and sweet. And it says that the fragrance notes are vanilla, tonka bean, and jasmine. To me, there is something powdery in there, almost something candy-like, like a violet candy, I would say, as well as a super thick and sweet vanilla. And it's just so lovely. It doesn't smell like everything else that you get. This to me definitely has the Lush DNA, which is a little bit challenging to me a lot of times, but I have been wearing this perfume, which is good because I have quite a lot of Lush perfumes, and because of that Lush DNA, it keeps me from wearing it. I don't know what it is, but there is something very challenging about those perfumes. They are super loud, super intense, long lasting. Even the body sprays are performing better than a lot of niche extraits de parfums, but they can be a lot as well. So this one, I just read a couple of reviews. The reviews are all over the place. It's like, I don't smell vanilla at all. There's a super indolic jasmine. I don't smell jasmine at all. It smells like candy. It smells like this. It smells like that. So I don't know. It seems like everybody smells something else with this perfume, but to me, it is a super beautiful, not your average vanilla perfume that smells a little bit like violet candies, a little bit powdery, a little bit challenging, but at the same time super beautiful and inviting and warming and comforting. Next up, we have a super niche perfume. It's called Patina by Roberto Ugolini. I've never heard about this perfume. I got it in the mail and I fell in love immediately. So the main accords are woody, amber, and powdery. And the notes are ylang ylang, honey, cedarwood, mango. I didn't know that. In the top. Middle notes, guaiac wood, myrrh, iris, and gurjan balsam. And the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and sweet notes. To keep it short and sweet, to me, this is the perfect beeswax perfume. It just smells like we have like beeswax sheets for if you're sick or if your kids are sick, you put them like here. And it smells like that, exactly like that. It's so comforting, it's so beautiful, it's so realistic, so subdued and refined. And I've never thought of a perfume like that. And when I smelled it, I was like, ooh, wow, oh, wow, wow, wow. And this is a perfume line that has a lot of beautiful perfumes, but this one, to me, by far the best. Like, it catapulted itself right to the top. It's super, super beautiful. And my husband has been wearing it. He has been loving it. And he asked me like, how do you like it actually? I'm like, I'm obsessed. So this one is absolutely beautiful, definitely unisex. It's just beeswax to me. It's just a absolutely stunning beeswax perfume. I cannot say more about it because it is super clear to me. And the last one is the one that I used up almost entirely here, which is Honoré by Nicolai Parfumeur. And the perfumer behind the brand launched 3 perfumes at the same time, 3 gourmand leaning perfumes. And this one is my absolute favorite. When I smelled it before it was launched, I told the PR manager, this is going to be a hit. Like, I'm obsessed with this perfume, and I have been obsessed with the perfume ever since. So the main accords are woody, nutty, and powdery. We have notes of pepper and bergamot in the top, hazelnut, milk, and orange blossom in the middle, and vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and amber in the base. This is super gourmand, super yummy, but still, because of the orange blossom and the more resinous base, it remains perfumey and isn't too edible smelling. But at the same time, you have this creamy hazelnut milk. Oh my god, it's so good, and it reminds me a little bit of like a chocolate milk, basically, like a chocolate hazelnut milk. So beautiful. Then you have the freshness from the bergamot. It's a little peppery, really, from the pepper in the top. Pepper is always something that I get instantly in my nose, and it tickles my nose. This is so beautiful. And what I love about her is that everything she creates has this French chic to it. So these perfumes, this for example reminds me a lot of my beloved Emanuele Due by Trussardi. That one is a little bit more, even though it's refined as well, you have quite a strong tuberose that is a little bit more loud and out there. And the orange blossom in here is so delicate, it's so light, it's so classy, never too much, really never too much. So if you want something that is very subdued but special at the same time, wow, Saint Honoré is absolutely stunning. So these are all the perfumes I have been obsessed with. Let me know which ones you have been obsessed with lately, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!